Sad are the eyes, yet no tears. The flight of the wild geese brings a new hope. Rescue from all this, old friends and those newly found. What chance to make it last when there's danger all around, and reason just stops and disappears. Time is running out, with so much to be done. Tell me what more, what more, what more can we do? There are promises made, plans formulated. Now madness prevails, lies will be ended. What more, what more, what more can we do? What chance to make it last? What more can we do?
Colonel Faulkner,
You're late.
sorry. We felt it better if your visit to this country wasn't recorded by immigration. Took a bit of doing. I assume you're clean.
I am. I'm also cold and tired, so could we move rather rapidly along?
This way, sir.
Colonel Faulkner, I'm Thomas Balfour.
How do?
Do come and meet Sir Edward Matheson.
Matheson is in merchant banking.
That's correct.
Faulkner?
What do I call you? Sir Edward?
You do.
You drink whiskey, I believe, Sir, or water?
Large and straight, thank you.
It's good of you to come at such short notice.
Depends upon your definition of good. A first-class air ticket and an unsigned cheque for £2,000 are pretty fair persuaders. I assume that's for my time, my trouble, and a rather rushed meal on the plane. Would you be good enough to sign it now? Thank you. Another.
Please, feel free with my whiskey.
I will. Thank you. I'm dry when I work.
Yes, so I've heard.
There's a special clause in my contract which says that my liver is to be buried separately with honors.
I'm not a very humorous man.
So I've noticed.
Now, explain to me what happened to your contract with Julius Limbani.
You know very well what happened. You didn't pick my name out of a hat.
It was a disastrous failure.
It wasn't my failure. He didn't arrive.
Limbani, I'm sorry to interrupt your nap. We're going to divert the plane. An old friend of yours is waiting to see you. Just sit quietly.
Now, look, that was 2 years ago. I got your autograph, Sir Edward. Why?
Copper.
Copper. Now, let's see if I can put all the pieces together, just for the exercise. General Ndofa, one of the most corrupt dictators in Africa, deposes Limbani as head of state.
Now, do you mind if I cut through all this? Uganda agreed to hold Limbani for him and then refused to give him back. They announced that he died of a heart attack and then threatened Ndofa they'd set him free.
The dogs.
Ndofa can't stand the possibility of Limbani reincarnated taking over his country again. So he's offered some of our copper concessions in return for the secret delivery of Limbani into his hands.
And you want me to intercept him and deliver him to you?
Correct.
Where do I find him?
He's to be moved across the border and taken to an army barracks at Zimbala. Now, Ndofa will leave Kurundi on the same day and personally execute Limbani and scatter his ashes. Any questions?
For the moment, just two. First, how soon can you confirm the exact date of Limbani's arrival in Zimbala?
7 days before. That's guaranteed.
Good. Now, two, can you hold General Ndofa in Kurundi while I'm grabbing Limbani?
That can be arranged.
Excellent. That's all for now.
Don't you wish to discuss your fees and expenses?
Well, first of all, I have to find out if the project is feasible. If it is, I send you an account. I don't discuss fees. I get what I want.
I realize you get paid for risking your life. I do hope you don't consider it too valuable. Goodbye, Faulkner. We shan't be seeing each other again. A great pleasure for both of us, I'm sure.
Here we are.
Here. This is it?
Yes, you're too well known to stay in a first-class hotel. Now, in here's a passport, driving license, all the usual papers, and a phone number where I can always be reached. You are to deal directly with me. It's my job to provide you with everything you need.
All right, Thomas, you go to work immediately. I want a detailed map of the area around Zimbala, plus a scale model of the barracks, plus all the details you can get me on the garrison strength.
It'll be delivered by hand.
Good. Now, I want you to find me 2 men. First, Rayford Janders. If he's alive, he's here somewhere in London.
Rayford Janders. Fair hair, cigarette holder, wears glasses.
It's the man. Now, this is going to be a tough assignment. No Rayford Janders, no contract.
I'll phone you about him in an hour. And the other one?
Sean Finn. Very good looking.
I know the name Sean Finn. I'll do my best, but he's a problem.
You better find him. Same goes for him. No Sean, no deal.
Sit down.
Randy, you don't come in here.
He's got problems, Mr. Martinelli. I'm sorry as hell.
Go on. I'll be out in a minute. Close the door. So, go ahead. What is it?
You should have told me I was carrying heroin. I said no drugs.
What did you think the delivery list was for? Hershey bars?
I thought it was cash. I don't push drugs ever. It's my religion.
You're telling me what you do or don't do for me?
More or less.
Randy, Break any 2 items you like on this man and throw him out. If I ever see your face again, you're dead.
Right, now get your hands on your head.
You move over with him. On your head. Okay, Sean, take it easy. He's just a snot-nosed kid. His old man is something very special back in the States.
You finished? Yes, son. Open it.
Open it!
I poured all the envelopes into one bag, just for convenience. Now, here I am, just starting to work for you 2 beauties. I make my first contact. It was a young girl. She was alone on a bed, dying. That's when I opened the package. You boys are pushing bad stuff. So what I'd like you to do is each eat half of it.
You're crazy.
She was barely 19. Now on your knees and eat!
You two!
Oh, God, please.
You have a big appetite, Sonny. Because it's all yours.
Please.
Her words exactly. Now eat.
Now do it. Do it! All of it.
Come on, pour it down. No use praying for a stomach pump. That had strychnine in it. Still, they say a little suffering is good for the soul. It may last 20 minutes. Have fun.
Riverdale Road, Hampstead.
Emil, why don't we leave the dishes till later?
Great. That was a pretty good meal.
What do you mean, pretty good? It's one of the best meals I've ever cooked.
Cold lobster.
Well, I had to unwrap it, didn't I? Come here.
You promised you'd tell me right after dinner.
Well, I haven't had my coffee yet.
You don't even drink coffee.
Ah, true. Are you ready? Sure? Okay. Now, when do you get home from school for your Christmas holidays?
December the 12th. You know that.
Ah, but when do you go back?
January the 9th. Come on, Dad.
Now, isn't that a fantastic coincidence? You know, this is the bad little wine we have here.
Why? Oh, Dad, please.
All right. Now, this is how it goes. On December the 13th, you and I, in a couple of suitcases, are jumping on board an aeroplane.
Where are we going?
Wait a second. That same plane will bring us back on January the 3rd.
Skiing.
You've got it.
Switzerland.
The very thing.
Oh, boy, that is fantastic.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Just the 2 of us.
Well, who else? Are we going to stay in a beautiful little inn?
I'm so excited I don't know what to do.
Well, why don't you try screaming? The neighbors are deaf anyway.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Oh, I don't think all the neighbors were deaf.
Hey, stop it, you're breaking my wallet.
Come on in. God, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. What was all that screaming about?
Oh, that was Emil expressing mild satisfaction. Emil, come here. I want you to meet Mr. Faulkner. Alan, my son, Emil.